Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video, we're going to be going over the Craft data pack yet again. And now I get you guys are probably getting kind of bored of it, but don't worry, we're almost done, right into the final stretch. Today's video is going to be on cost energy, which is the basis for all of Jujutsu sorcery throughout the series. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, to actually activate cost energy, all you have to do is scroll over to your 9th hotbar slot and crouch, and then you get the item here. As you can see, it's got a different texture from the cost technique, so you could tell them apart pretty easily. And also, fun fact, if you sneak while you scroll through the moves, it actually swaps over to barrier techniques. But those aren't going to be added in this version. Sorry, but they will be added soon. And yeah, so now, without further ado, let's get into the fun part of showing off all the moves. Alright, so this first move is actually easier to demonstrate without any light in the room, and this one is Focus. What it does is it gives your screen this cool blue overlay and gives you permanent night vision. And once costs are added eventually, it will give them all the glowing effect so you'll be able to easily track them. But right now it does have another bonus. There's actually a secret feature in the pack where if you have your cost technique active, it will actually create these little echoes of you. Like in this, so they're called like residuals, but they're only mentioned like twice. So yeah, as you could see, they are just like little models of the player, and they could be used to like track people down, or just tell if someone was like in your base with their cost technique on. Pretty useful, I think. Right now they only last a couple seconds, but once the pack's done it's going to be up to a few minutes. And if you're worried about lag, there's just like a simple game rule you could run to turn them off. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool, and they use item displays, so they don't actually like interact with the environment at all, which is pretty cool. And yeah, now, next up is one of the most useful ones, Reinforcement. Let's go F5 real quick. So, as you see, when you use it, you get these little particles around you, and it gives you a speed and strength boost, and yeah, it basically just like buffs your physical stats, so you're a bit stronger. And it actually has different stages. There's 3 total levels, and each one increases in how much the buff is. Like, the second one gives you resistance, I think, and yeah. Now, next up, for this one, we'll actually have to head outside real quick, so I'll see you out there. Alright, here we are. So, first thing you should know about this move is it's actually something you need to unlock. When you start out in the data pack you don't have it, but don't worry, it's not too difficult. I think it's only set to like 30 or so. But yeah, this one is cost energy output, and when you use it, it fires out a beam of pure cost energy that you could use for an attack. Let's summon in some husks real quick so we could start off. As you could see, it doesn't deal like crazy damage and only hits one at a time, but it's pretty cool. And there is one other part too. If it doesn't hit anything, it actually collides with the environment, it will actually explode. It's only a small one, but still it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it for that. So I'm going to head back inside and see you for the next one. Alright, so this next one isn't really offensive necessarily, but it is probably one of the most useful ones in the pack's current state. It's the Sand move, and it's how you actually level up your cost energy reinforcement. Eventually you'll be able to use binding vows and stuff like that, but right now this is the only way. So, anyways, once you use it, it'll start a little mini-game, and yeah, every second there's a 1/3 chance of that little purple symbol to appear on screen, and as you just saw, if you don't click the move again in time, you fail and it goes into cooldown for a second or two. But let's see if we could get it. Sometimes it takes a while. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Ooh, got it. Yeah, see? Oh, okay. It takes a while. But yeah, you could sand whenever you want, but it actually only gives you a buff if you sand whenever the quick time event is on screen. If you sand beforehand, it actually resets the timer, which means you actually got to wait even longer for its sands for it to show up. But yeah, if you manage to chain together... Oh, just got a bunch there. But yeah, if you manage to chain together like 30 of these in total, then your cost energy will actually be maxed out, and you'll be given a big buff. And yeah, this is a bit of a trade-off, because you could either focus on the chanting and become stronger with your cost energy, or you could focus on the fight and, you know, miss out on this because you need to have the move highlighted. It's not just like a sneak move or something. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Took me a while to come up with this. And anyways, let's go on to the next one then. Okay, so next is RCT, or Reverse Cost Technique. This one you also need to unlock. You don't have it by default, but it's pretty easy. You just need to be on low HP whenever you have cost energy active, and then you'll have it. And much like Reinforcement, this one comes in stages. The first one just gives you healing, then the second stage removes poisons and debuffs, and then the third one actually lets you output it onto others, which is pretty useful with dealing with undead mobs. Let me just demonstrate real quick. Oop. We'll take this... yeah, see? Husks have like 20 HP, so this is like doing a lot of damage. Let's go with a normal one so you can see. See, he's surviving much longer. The reason why this works is because it applies a healing effect onto whoever you hit. So for almost all mobs it'll actually restore their HP, but for undead things, and when crosses are added they're going to be undead mobs, for things like that then it'll actually deal damage, so that's pretty useful. And let's see. And lastly, we have Binding Vows, which aren't actually in the pack yet. Sorry, they'll be coming in a future update. But that's almost it for all the moves, because as you saw in the intro, you could actually do a really powerful thing. You could land a Black Flash, which is like the JJK equivalent of doing like a critical hit against mobs. So let me sell that off. You need Reinforcement active, and then yeah, when you hit something, they'll get affected by the Black Flash. Oh, this guy's tiny. Right now I have the chances like cranked way up for debug reasons, like it's pretty much guaranteed. But when the pack's released, there will only be like a small chance you hit one. Oh. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty strong. It kills that guy in like 2 hits. I mean, we have strength also, but like the Black Flash does like crazy damage. And whenever you do land one, you'll actually temporarily enter a zone-like state, they call it in the anime, where you actually have higher chances of hitting them, and that lasts for like a minute. And also, another little fun fact, let's just set this off real quick. But yeah, another fun fact is it actually disables any of the negatives for all these moves, because there's actually one more secret feature with cost energy I haven't told you guys about yet, and that's to prevent you from just like having RCT on permanently or anything. Basically, if you have it on too long, this actually drains your cost energy. Like, whenever you start out, you have a set amount you are given of cost energy reserves, and if you deplete it fully, then you'll enter a state of burnout where all the moves are put on cooldown and you can't use anything with cost energy for like a full minute. But Black Flashes actually like fully replenish your cost energy reserves. So if you manage to land one, which like I said when the pack's released will be much more rare, if you manage to land one, then you'll be pretty much like good again. And don't worry, you'll be like warned whenever your cost energy is running low. You'll be given like debuffs and stuff. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll see you guys for the outro then. Well, that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it took so long actually, like, going into this I expected cost energy to be one of the, like, easiest parts to implement, but it was actually, like, a lot more complicated than I thought, and I also just really wanted it to work well, which is why I spent so much time on it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment so you can't miss out on anything else. And yeah, that's it for today. See you guys in the next one. Bye!